My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day. Waiting for a long time.
In a major economic decision, US President Donald Trump imposed sweeping tariffs on products from across the globe. Here's how world leaders reacted to Trump's new tariffs. Goods from the EU will now be taxed at 20%. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni called the tariffs wrong and warned they wouldn't benefit either side. She emphasized the need to avoid a trade war, stating that it would weaken the West in favor of other global players. Spain's PM Pedro Sanchez promised to protect Spanish businesses and workers while supporting free trade. Ireland's Trade Minister Simon Harris welcomed dialogue with the US, but Irish Premier Michael Martin labelled the tariffs deeply regrettable.
And so I regret deeply the decision of the US administration this evening to levy a tariff of 20% on all goods imported from the European Union.
Australian PM Anthony Albanese warned that US consumers would suffer the most from higher costs. He reiterated that imposing reciprocal tariffs would not be in Australia's best interest, as it would lead to higher prices and slower growth.
The unilateral action that the Trump administration has taken today against every nation in the world does not come as a surprise. For Australia, these tariffs are not unexpected, but let me be clear, they are totally unwarranted. President Trump referred to reciprocal tariffs. A reciprocal tariff would be zero, not 10%. The administration's tariffs have no basis in logic, and they go against the basis of our two nations partnership. This is not the act of a friend. Today's decision will add to uncertainty in the global economy, and it will push up costs for American households. It is the American people who will pay the biggest price for these unjustified tariffs.
While Canada and Mexico are exempt from the new tariffs, Canada is still dealing with earlier tariffs. PM Mark Carney pointed out that a 25% tariff on automobiles would hit Canadian workers hard. Canada also announced countermeasures in response to the US tariffs. UK PM Keir Starmer expressed concern about a potential trade war, saying it would help no one. He assured the Parliament that the UK was ready for any possible outcome and would rule nothing out. Swedish PM Ulf Kristersson took to social media, stressing the need to restore trade ties with the US. Meanwhile, Germany warned that a trade war would be damaging for both the US and its trading partners. China has urged the US to immediately cancel its latest tariffs and warned of retaliation. The Chinese Commerce Ministry stated that the tariffs disregard years of multilateral trade agreements and noted that the US has long benefited from global trade. The Brazilian government is considering measures to ensure reciprocity in trade, including taking the case to the World Trade Organization. Brazil emphasized that the US claim that these tariffs are reciprocal does not reflect reality. With tensions rising, world leaders are divided on how to handle the tariffs. Some are open to negotiations, while others fear a looming trade war. Stay tuned for further updates.